Hello, my name is Alexander Chugoel, and I am the guy who threw the Pachamama idols into the River Tiber. Why did I do that? Yeah, you have to know, I followed very closely what was happening in Rome surrounding the Amazon Synod. And I had the idea in my mind that I should get more information in Rome itself. So I traveled to Rome at the beginning of the Synod to attend a few conferences which were held to get closer information on all the different issues of the Amazon Synod. Around those conferences, I visited the church Santa Maria in Traspontina, which is right between Castel San Angelo and the Basilica of St. Peter. In this church, there were two side chapels prepared for visitors of the Amazon Synod. So there were volunteers standing around, and within the chapels, you saw different symbols of the Amazonian culture and the Amazonian area. And with this, and a few of those symbols were statues of so-called Pachamamas. The volunteers there explained us that these are signs of fertility and of Mother Earth and of an integral ecology and everything. And when we talked a little bit longer with them, they even explained us that the synod is not about something religious, it's more about politics. And I had lots of questions to them. I even talked to them about if the people in the Amazon get baptized from the missionaries, and they told me no, they normally not, because that's not part of their culture and so on. So I was very upset. I went inside the church another time with a friend who is able to speak Portuguese to get even more information. And after all the visits and everything I heard, for me it was totally clear, this is against the first commandment. It is something wrong. It is a fertility goddess, Mother Earth. And the first commandment, I am the Lord your God. You shall not have other gods beside me. You shall not bow down to any graven image. And then I saw the video of them bowing down to this particularly graven image in the Vatican Gardens. I traveled back to Austria and really tried to think over and over and over, is this good, is this good? And then I came to the conclusion, together with friends of mine, we should do that. We should go to Rome. We should get the statues out of the church. They do not belong in a Catholic church. They should be outside of the church. So we traveled there in the early morning, 2 weeks ago now. We stood up and went to the church, Santa Maria in Traspontina. We heard it opens at 6:30 a.m., but apparently it was not opened. So we walked around a little bit, prayed a rosary as we sat down on the bench next to the church, prayed a rosary. And when the last Hail Mary was spoken, the church doors were opened. So we just went inside. I looked at both of the chapels to see where the Pachamamas are now standing, then went inside of the chapels and tried to get as many pagan things out of it as possible. So I was able to grab 5 Pachamama statues. Then we went outside of the church, went to the Castel San Angelo, and next to the Castel San Angelo there's a bridge, the so-called Angel's Bridge. And from the Angel's Bridge we threw them one by one into the River Tiber. It was a great success. We didn't really understood it in this second, but an hour later, and 2 hours later, and 3 hours later, we really understood that this had a great impact on the Catholic world and on the Synod. Because now everybody was seeing what happens in the Synod. They now try to inform themselves, what are these Pachamamas, what is it directly, what do they stand for? And they also, that's not Catholic. So we got tons of support and fantastic people prayed for us, I think millions of rosaries by now, and I'm so glad and I'm so happy that this happened, because without praying for each other nothing works. And so we decided we don't want to hide. I want to go out to public and tell them, because I don't want them to think it was a coward action. We didn't go out earlier because we wanted the action itself being the main point at the discussion. So we wanted the people to talk about what happened and not who did it. But now 2 weeks later, 1 week after the end of the Amazon Synod, we are ready. We want to face them. We want to show them there are some laymen. We stand up and we don't longer accept things like that happening in the Catholic Church. We were from Austria, from Vienna, and are now currently back in Vienna, in our wonderful city. and ready for more action and for more work on it. So just subscribe to this channel on YouTube, and then you will get another video within the next few hours or days, where we will explain a little bit more about our thoughts we had about on the synod. Till then, Godspeed, God bless you all, and thank you for all your support.